let's get started, guys. First thing first, news you need to know to make you a smarter conversationalist. Let's get into Fox News. I'm not a supporter of Fox News, but out of Venezuela, Trump blockade. Trump orders blockade of sanctioned tankers to and from Venezuela. So let's say, what's Fox News saying? Let's do it.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. I'm Shauna Kalafi with some breaking news from President Trump. He is ordering a blockade of all sanctioned oil tankers into Venezuela, ramping up pressure on Maduro. This is a post from President Trump on Truth Social just a short while ago. He said, Venezuela is completely surrounded by the largest armada ever assembled in the history of South America. It will only get bigger, and the shock to them will be like nothing they have ever seen before. Until such time as they return to the United States of America, all of the oil, land, and other assets that they previously stole from us.
All right, let's end it there. That's fine. All right, so this show is not a political show, guys. This is a economic, entrepreneurship, and just general life show. Obviously, politics plays a big deal in the show, but I'm not going to be overtly political one way or another. But these things do affect us. And why is this important? Well, the largest armada, like there's the USS Gerald Ford, which is the carrier strike group, is in the Venezuelan waters. How is this going to affect your day to day? All right, like it started off as a drug raid on boats. Now it's getting to what I suspected previously, which is oil, crude oil. What you need to know is that Venezuela has 20%, roughly 20% of the global reserves for crude oil. Global. So when I found it interesting here that the president, credit to him for just saying the quiet thing out loud, says, let me see here if I can read it on the screen. Until such time as they stop their drug trafficking. No, I'm joking. That's not what he said. He says until such time as they return to the United States of America, the oil, land, and other assets that they previously stole from us in Venezuela. Like, they stole land from us in Venezuela. Like, I don't know. If you're from Venezuela, by the way, and you're tapping in, let me know what you guys are thinking. And I mean, maybe this is helping the people there. Maybe you guys hate Maduro. Obviously, he's a tyrannical dictator. I get it. Blah, blah, blah. Let us know what the sentiment is on the ground. Are people supporting this action? Are people like, hey, you know what? We need a change. However it comes, we welcome it. And if you're here, if you're having issues with your groceries, if you're having like, man, it's the end of the year, Christmas shopping, I can't buy the gifts that I want, but thank God we're blocking Venezuelan oil. Is that the sentiment? And what land, oil, and items did Venezuela steal from us? It's a 30-minute show, guys. I can't get into all the details, but here's what you need to know. A couple key points is that Venezuela, before had another dictator, call it that, Chavez. They had agreements with oil companies, Exxon, BP, Chevron, and those oil companies, like all around the world, they extract oil from Venezuela. They own some land, but they had a majority of the profits, right? Like, meaning, I don't remember the exact numbers, but let's say they would get 60% of the profits and the country would get 40, or 75-25. Chavez decided, you know what, this agreement no longer works for us. We want to make sure that it's an even split, or that our country and our people get more for our oil that you're taking out of the ground and you're selling it. That infuriated a lot of people in the State Department, the United States. So now that those agreements are still in place 25 years later, I think that's what Trump is referring to here, that they want those rights to extract the oil at a better price for the United States. Because this blockade, there's about 40 to 80 ships that it's affecting, 40 to 80 ships that are not going to be able to get the oil in or out of Venezuela. Ships are turning back around. Prices of oil are already going up 1%, albeit it's not the craziest, but it's only one day. So we're going to see how this affects global trade. Honestly, it can get messy, but it's kind of interesting to see that it's because of stuff that Venezuela stole from us, when they were in reality, and Trump knows this because he's a deal maker, self-proclaimed there, but deal making under lease. Venezuela was trying to make a better deal for themselves on the oil. And now, because that deal wasn't so favorable to some people, they got some warships in their backyard, right? Like, so be careful who you make deals with, people. I guess that's the economic lesson of the day. But who is still able to get in? You see that Chevron, it's a British-based company, whatever, can still get their ships in and out. American-based companies can still get their ships in and out. No problem. It's everybody else that's a problem, right? So this can get a little messy. Obviously, it can get very political. It can even be defined as an act of war by many constitutional experts and blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. We'll see how this affects everything going on. But it is all about the oil. It's all about the money. And I'm interested to see how that's going to affect the markets here in the coming weeks and or months, especially around the holiday season, where global shipping and oil is going to be needed. If you live in the city, you probably have electric heat. But for so many people in the outskirts, they use oil. I had a house, a rental property that used oil heat, and it was expensive. So I could just imagine, no matter what side of the political aisle you are on, I don't really care about too much politics. I care about what affects my pockets. And if this is going to affect my pockets, then obviously I care about it. So that's the Venezuelan oil situation. It's not about drugs. It's about oil and money.